How to have fun. This is gonna sound like a very um silly video, obviously, because well duh, just have fun, dude. Just chill out. But for a certain type of person, if you're anything like me, it's kind of difficult to just have fun, bro, you know? It's kind of it's hard to wrap my head around what behaviors it looks like to have fun because my idea of fun is not going out drinking and partying and just getting wasted. That's not my idea of fun. And my idea of fun isn't really like relaxing on a beach or anything like that. So my idea of fun is a lot different compared to probably most people's definition of fun. So this is my way of framing fun. Even though my idea of fun is different from yours, the principles still apply regardless of how you define your fun and how you want to experience life. And these principles are simple, they're not complicated, and I think that they can work for anybody, especially the person that feels like they should, be living a little bit more, should be having a little bit more fun in their life. So let's get into it. First principle is to reframe your idea of fun, right? So this was the biggest thing for me. I used to think that to have fun, I needed to be doing the fun things that everyone else was so-called doing, right? The other fun stuff, the fun, like being the fun guy. And so that was literally going out, getting wasted, doing crazy shit, whatever, right? And that's what I thought I had to do behaviorally to have fun. That's what I thought I had to do. Now I've been able to kind of think about that for a second, and I realized that that is not a very healthy mindset to have. Because if you perceive fun experiences through the lens of other people, right? If you think that what other people are doing is fun, therefore you should do it, then you're limiting the potential fun that you could be having within your own life. Because my perception of fun that I realized was completely a left turn from the general average person's perception of fun. So like it's fundamentally different, and odds are yours is too. Like odds are you probably don't really enjoy parties that much. Maybe you don't actually want to go relax on a beach in Bali. You know, maybe your idea of fun isn't going out to the movies with your buddies, and that's okay, right? So this is the first principle that I think is so important. It's to reframe your idea of fun, right? To me, fun things are hard things, right? This is gonna sound crazy, but doing difficult things, like crazy things, like maybe breaking a few laws or something, going like doing something scary, doing something dangerous, that's my idea of fun because it gets my heart racing, it's like exhilarating, right? That's my idea of fun. And people probably don't have that same idea of fun. Maybe you do, but whatever your idea of fun is, just reframe it, right? You don't have to view fun things as normal. Like you can have a weird idea of fun. Like your idea of fun can be completely weird, but as long as it's fun to you, then who the hell cares, right? You can do that thing and you will feel the feelings and the emotions and the highs from doing it. Who the fuck cares about how everyone else feels? Because it's fun to you, right? So you need to reframe and ask yourself what actually brings you joy, what actually feels fun to you, and do more of that. Because you can look for external notions of fun from what everyone else is doing all day long, but you'll never truly find fulfillment because, let's be honest, like most people's idea of fun is just a regurgitation of what everyone else thinks is fun. So it's just like this endless cycle of people doing something that everyone else thinks is fun because everyone else thinks it's fun, and I just don't agree with that notion anymore. And so I'm a huge proponent of just reframing your perception of fun. And I mean, honestly, in my life, I'm just all about reframing things and questioning things because honestly, we don't question things enough. Like the things we do, like we never really stop to ask ourselves, why the hell am I doing this? Like, why am I actually doing this in this way? And it's typically because of the way that you have been influenced by the world, by people around you. And it's kind of an unfortunate reality, but you need to stop for a second and reframe your idea of fun, you know, and really question whether the things you do for fun are actually things you find fun, or maybe you only find them fun because all your friends do them, right? But if you take a step back and really reflect on the moments in your life where you felt the most alive, the most genuine experience of fun, those are the things you should actually be doing for fun. If you want to have fun, do the things that actually bring you fun, you know, that actually feel fun, instead of just doing something because everyone else is doing it, you know? I used to think that video games were fun, and the only reason why they felt fun was because it gave me an opportunity to hang out with my friends outside of school, right? It was our avenue, it was our conduit to connection outside of school, right? Because I was really only friends with them because we went to school together. And the video games were a way to stay, like, so I guess hang out with them. And what I realize now is that I associated video games as being this fun thing, but what really was the true fun experience was hanging out with my friends. That was what was actually fun. Like, doing crazy, wacky shit in the video game with my friends was the fun thing. It wasn't the video game itself that was fun, right? And so when you're able to reframe these things that you do as, if you reframe and reprinciple everything down to like the fundamentals, right? And ask yourself, okay, what is actually fun about this experience? Most of the time, it's not the actual thing that you're doing. Typically it's something deeper than that. It's probably like the people you're spending time with. It's the feeling that you feel deep within your soul from doing it. It's never the actual thing itself. And so you can generalize this, right? You can actually test and experiment with different experiences to find things that actually feel fun to you based off of what you perceive as fun. So for me, with the video game example, it wasn't the video games that I found fun. It was spending time with my friends doing crazy shit. And so that translates to new experiences, right? I can test out new experiences doing crazy stuff in the real world, you know? There's so many things you can do. Spending time with, and just spending time with friends in general, right? There's so many things you can experiment with there. And when you reach this point where you have a clarity and you're able to reframe your idea of fun and detach it from the video game, right? Detach it from the conduit, then you can discover so many more ways to have fun that are more authentic, that align closer to you. And it's genuinely the most freeing feeling whenever you're able to find those things, because then you don't have to just follow the crowd. You don't have to play video games to hang out with your friends. You can actually go hang out with your friends in real life. You don't need to go to the bar and get wasted with your friends to have fun. You can, or what, for whatever motivation you have, right? You can still just go out and have fun. Maybe you go to like a concert with your friends, and it's not actually the fact that you want to go out with your friends, but it's actually because you genuinely just enjoy the music, right? You just genuinely enjoy the artist, you enjoy what they do. Then you don't need to actually go to that fucking concert, right? You can just, like, this is gonna sound crazy, but you can, like, read books, you can study the album, you can watch documentaries about the artist. Like, that is, if that's truly what you find fun, then you should do more of that, right? And the next principle I'm talking about right now is reps. You just need to do more reps. You need to try new things. You need to experiment with new things based off of what you found from reflecting and reframing that you find fun truly within yourself, right? Do more repetitions. Do more of the things that you find fun. And along the way, you'll discover new things that you can try out. And I think that's like such a beautiful thing. It's like, it's never ending. You can always find something new and fun to do. The biggest struggle I used to have in my life was thinking, about what we could do today, right? Whenever we'd sit around like at school with my buddies, like we'd think about what would we do after school, or what would we be doing during break, right? Like what could we do? Like it feels like we've already done everything. It feels like we've already tried everything, um, and it just takes more doing of the fun thing. And so for me, it's kind of an unfair advantage, but just doing hard things, crazy things in real life really opens your eyes to the potential of other things you can do. But I mean, I think any experience that is fun has the potential to open your eyes to new experiences. And you just need to grab those experiences and actually bring them into your life and do them. Just increase the repetitions. And finally, prioritize fun, especially for the people like me, the type A personalities, the people that work too hard, think that they need to work to achieve something. You need to start to realize that prioritizing fun is actually kind of important. It's not a waste of time, it's not a waste of money, it's not a waste of energy. You're not being unproductive, you're actually being very productive, right? Whenever you are doing something fun, it actually opens your eyes to new things, right? If you're a creative, like you're a content creator or something, having fun is quite possibly one of the highest ROI things you can do because it helps you create ideas. It makes you more creative. It makes you a better content creator. If you run a business, doing something fun can give you a moment to just like step away from the business for a second, and then when you return back, it's some kind of subconscious or the way that your mind kind of pieces things together. You get new ideas, you become better as a business person, as an entrepreneur, when you have fun, when you take a moment to step away for a second, you know and I think there's a string that connects our work to our play. There's a string that connects what we do for work and what we find fun, right? I genuinely think that the things that you find fun are connected to what you do for work, and by nature, they're symbiotic. By nature, the things you do for fun will improve your work. It'll make you more efficient. It'll make you a better creative. It'll make you a better entrepreneur. It'll make you a better whatever performer, right? And your work will actually fuel your play. It'll influence what you do for fun. It'll make the experiences of doing something fun that much more memorable, right? It will make them more impactful. And when you realize this, when you realize that you can prioritize, you can choose, it's your decision. You have the agency within your hands to prioritize and choose to have fun, because it is a stage of the work, right? It's connected, it's symbiotic to your work. Then it becomes really a beautiful experience, right? You're not just constantly working all day. You're also giving yourself the opportunity to step away for a second and just have fun. And that makes life a lot easier, It genuinely does. Whenever you're just working all day, it's painful and it sucks. And I mean, think about all the depressed billionaires, right? Think about the unhappy billionaires. Think about the rich people that lie on their deathbed with regrets that they just didn't live enough. When you reframe your life in this way to prioritize fun and how it connects to your work, it's like, how can you not live a fulfilling life whenever you frame it this way, right? Because your work and your play are so interconnected, and you prioritize both to a certain level, and it's so beautiful, right? I imagine that whenever I am like rewatching my life play before my eyes before I die, it's going to be those moments of deep, intense work, and then incredible feelings of joy from having fun and, spending time doing crazy things, doing something dangerous, going on the edge. Those are the moments I'm going to remember. And yeah, I hope that you'll get that experience as well. Goodbye.